Hello and welcome guys. In today's video session, we are going to see how to use LinkQ to SQL class using C Sharp ASP.NET. In my previous session, I already demonstrated how to use ADO.NET using C Sharp ASP.NET. If you missed that session, I will give the video link in the I button. Please check it out. Guys, I always create video about Microsoft programming languages. If you are interested in programming languages and don't want to miss any of the session, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon. Let's get started. Before starting into our Visual Studio, let's understand what is LinkQ, or we can call Link. LinkQ is a language integrated query and it is a Microsoft .NET framework component that adds the native data capabilities to .NET languages like C Sharp and VB.NET. Also, into a simplified form, LinkQ unifying the query syntax in C Sharp and VB.NET to retrieve and manipulate data in different data sources, like in SQL, in Oracle, in Entity Framework, in XML. So today we are going to use DBML file. DBML means database markup language. What is database markup language? Database markup language is an open source DSL language, means data service layer. DSL language designed to define and document database schema and structure. It is to be simple, consistent and highly readable. Now let's open Visual Studio and do our LinkQ to SQL. For today's session, I already created a form here where I am just employee name, contact number and email ID. After submitting, it will show in the grid view. Here I created in the ASP.NET form. And in database level, I created a table session EMP which is contain employee name, employee contact number and employee email. Also, I created a store procedure to operate with this table. But I created USB AED session ENP, user store procedure, add, edit, delete in the table name. Here I am posting one action. If action equal to 1, then insert the data. If 2, then update. If 3, then delete. For now, I am going to show insert and delete. So my database is YouTube and my table name is this one. Let's add a LinkQ to SQL class inside our application. Go to Solution Explorer, right click on your project, add new item. Here search LinkQ. So you can see C Sharp. I'm going to C Sharp. Excuse me. So select LinkQ to SQL class, Visual C Sharp. Give the name here. I'm giving, let's say, YouTube sessions. Click on add. So it is asking for a upcode folder. Click on yes. So it is no upcode folder is there. It will add a new upcode folder here. So you can see YT session.dbml database markup language created and it is already open. Right click on here or go to Server Explorer. How to add new database connections. So here you can click on Server Explorer, data connection, add connection. Here I want to give my data source name, user ID and password. Select the database. So my database is YouTube test connections. Okay. So our database is connected. This is the table. Drag and drop this table to your DBML window. Go to the Server Explorer, store procedure. Oh. So we have store procedure. Drag and drop this store procedure inside this DBML window. It will come on the right side, and our table is this one. Save the application. Next. Our DBML class name is, or the LinkQ class name is, you can right click, go to properties. You can see YouTube. This is the name, YT session data context. This is the connection. This connection string is coming from web config file. So automatically connection string will be added. Automatically it is added. Next, go to your web form. This form, first I want to show the record in the grid view. So I created a grid view here. Let's create one method. So first here in the class level I am declaring public our DBML class name, object equal to new DBML class name. Just create the object. Here I want to create one method to load the grid view. Library void load grid. So we have table name is session emp, like for result equal to from res in context dot session emp select res all. If straightforward, if result not equal to null and result dot count greater than 0, then only bind the grid view. So my grid view name is here grid view 1. So 1 dot data source equal to assign the result data bind. Call this method on the page load event. Save the application, go to the browser, reload the page. So you can see this two data is coming. I have these two data inside my table, right? Next, how to add record. I have a store procedure. I added the store procedure inside my DBML file. Let's call the store procedure. So go to submit record. Here directly I am writing context.usb store procedure name action. Here I am posting action equal to 1, that will insert. So action equal to 1. EMP ID not need because EMP ID is auto generated. So let's post 0. Employee name, the text field, comma employee contact number, same text field, comma email. Next, I have a labels here. I want to show the message here. So let's LBL MSG. It's visible false. I will make it to true. And after saving, let's call the load grid. So in a single line of command, we are executing the store procedure. So build succeed. Reload the page here. So let's give some record. Let's Rakesh. And submit. So you can see it is adding successfully. Okay, let's give one more. Raju, some phone number, raju@xyz.com, submit the record. So you can see that is submitting successfully. So how I can delete here? If you click on delete button, you can see row deleting command is on and not handled. So go to the page. You have deleting here. I have added one button. The command name is delete. So go to the properties, the upgrade view. Here one event is there, row deleting. So you can see I am getting my data in the first index employee ID. As per the employee ID, I will delete the record. So how I can do? So here let's I am getting in row deleting grid view indexed rows e dot row index dot cell 1. Okay, so means the row I clicking here, that row index e dot row index dot cell 1. Cell 1 means grid view always start from 0 index cell. So this is the 0 index delete button and this is the 1 index. Next, same way I'm going to use USP AD action is 3 for delete. In EMP ID here I want to pass this EMP ID is the string value and remaining will be blank. Next, show the message here and again call the load grid method. Build the applications, build succeed. So let's delete one, last one. So you can see deleted. Let's delete the first one, it also deleted. So here I am adding one more. Delete, it's getting deleted. In this way we can use dbml file with LINQ to SQL. Guys, if you like my video, give me a like and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.